Hi, today we are going to discuss spend analysis in procurement. So let's see what is spend analysis and what are the methods or the steps we use to do a spend analysis in procurement. So let's see what spend analysis is. So the definition of spend analysis is it is a process of identifying, collecting, cleansing, classifying, grouping, categorizing and analyzing the spend data. So and the spend expenditure data, which with the purpose of decreasing procurement cost, improving efficiency and monitoring controls and compliances. So this is a definition of spend analysis, where we identify the data and collect the data and clean that and clear it and then classified analysis, and keeping in the objective is to decrease the procurement cost and improve the efficiency and monitoring the control and the compliances in our spending and in our purchase. Please make sure that the spend analysis is not an accounting term, and it is not related to any income statement or balance sheet, but it is a collective term for all the external expenditure that are doing directly or indirectly by the procurement people. So I want to make sure that you will not use this spend analysis as an accounting. After defining the spend analysis, let's see that what are the steps to conduct a spend analysis properly. So as we have discussed in the definition, it is identifying the related data, collecting and consolidating the data, cleansing and standardizing the data, grouping of the spending as per suppliers, and categorizing spending according to the accounting heads, and then finally analyze the spend data and recommendation for the buyer or people who are direct involved in the purchasing. The first step is to identify all the related data to the spending from all the sources available, including all of the departments, plants and the business units of the organization. So this includes accounts payable, general ledger, P-cards and e-procurement system. So first of all, we have to identify all the source from where we get this data related to our spending, and it is very important that we have all the data. After identifying, we have to collect the data and then we consolidate data into one central database. Sometimes it may be difficult if the data is in different formats, different languages or different currencies. So it is very important that we consolidate all this data before going to the next steps. So we have a uniform or a standardized analysis. After putting all the data in a one database, we have to start cleaning start the cleaning of the data. So what does that mean is that we have to try to find if there's any errors and then correct those errors, and if there's any discrepancy in the description or transaction, as well as we standardize all the spend data for easy viewing, so we can reach to a uniform calculation, or our analysis will be a very uniform, or will be no discrepancies in predicting or in analyzing our data for the procurement. To make our spend data more meaningful, we try to group them or link them all supplier for better supplier management. So we have separate the all supplier accordingly, and then see how much we are spending with each supplier and what we are buying. Purchase made from any supplier should also be grouped together, since they are the same supplier. So for each supplier we can put all their purchases together on one place. This is another way of putting the data, which is like we put the data according to the accounting head, that where we have spent this money. So categorizing is spend data according to the accounting head, whether by using United Nations Standard Products and Service Code, or we have our own specific categories to be able to determine where the money is being spent. So where we have spent the money in the previous one, which according to supplier, this is according to the product or the services we are buying. So make sure that office supplies, marketing, travel or legal direct or indirect spend should all be categorized appropriately. After having all the data, we start analyzing that. So after grouping and categorizing the spend data, analyze it and make sure that purchasing contracts have negotiated for the best deals per supplier. Since we have all the spend data, identify per supplier or per product. So we have all the data in front of us, so we should be make sure that we will getting the best deals from our supplier, which was the one of the major objective of this any spend data analysis is. Also make sure that all the buyers are purchasing from the most preferred supplier. So plus we have to advise our buyers that from which supplier they should buy. Same time try to reduce the number of suppliers per category. So there is another objective is that we also consolidate our suppliers, and we will categorize them. I mean, we will say who's the best our suppliers price wise or other factors we analyze. So this is a and this way these few steps tell us that we will reach to the best and optimized point of in procurement or in the purchasing. After having this performing a spend analysis once is great, it is a great start to identify saving. However, it needs to be continually updated. So we have to keep eye or monitoring all these factors which we have discussed in the steps. So to ensure that contract terms are being adhered to and the buyers are purchasing from the preferred suppliers and the savings opportunities are being identified. So all these things are, it is a repetition of these steps, we are always keeping this. So this is very simple presentation about spend analysis for the people who are just entering into purchasing and the analysis. If you have any question, please let me know. Thank you.